Let's talk about technology. It can feel like this world that's just spinning faster and faster, and sometimes it's easy to feel like you're just standing still, right? But what if we thought about it a little differently? Not as something we have to catch up with, but more like a simple bridge. A bridge to the things that really matter most. A way to feel more connected, more secure, and yeah, more independent. Okay, let's dive into this. Have you ever looked at a new phone or a website and just thought, this just isn't for me? I get it, and you are definitely not alone. But here's the secret I want to share with you. You don't need to be some kind of tech wizard. The whole point isn't to master the technology. It's about making the technology work for you. It's just a simple tool to help you get what you truly want out of life. So it always comes back to the why. It's not about learning how to use an app. It's about seeing your granddaughter smile the second her mom posts that picture. It's about having a face-to-face chat with your doctor without the hassle of leaving your own home. It's about knowing your home is secure, which, helps you keep that independence you've worked so hard for. Technology, it's just the bridge that gets you there. Okay, so we know why this is all worth it, but that brings up the big question, right? How in the world do you even start? Learning anything new can feel a little bit daunting, especially when it seems like everybody else is already an expert. But I promise you, with a patient mindset and just a few simple tricks, it's so much more achievable than it looks. Now this is great. This slide gives us a roadmap. First off, always start with your why. Don't get lost in all the buttons and menus until you know what that new tool can actually do for you. Tip 2 is my absolute favorite. Link the new thing to something you already know inside and out. For example, a web address. It's really just a street address for the internet. It takes you to a very specific place. And number 3, just give it a try. Really, there's no substitute for getting your hands on it and just exploring, one click at a time. This quote really hits home, doesn't it? When you've spent a lifetime being capable and mastering countless skills, it can be so frustrating to feel like a beginner again. But please, give yourself some grace. Remember that feeling of uncertainty, it's just a normal part of learning. It passes. You absolutely can and you will get the hang of this. All right, let's tackle a word that sounds way, way more complicated than it actually is. Algorithm. People threw this word around like it's some kind of rocket science, but I'm willing to bet you already use algorithms every single day without even thinking about it. Let's just break it down. And that's it. Seriously, that's the big secret. An algorithm is just a set of instructions. A recipe for your favorite lasagna? Yep, that's an algorithm. The directions you follow to get to the grocery store? That's an algorithm too. The entire internet is basically just built on these simple, step-by-step recipes. And this right here illustrates the idea perfectly. Using a search engine online is exactly like following that lasagna recipe. You put in the ingredients, in this case the words you're searching for, and the computer follows its own little step-by-step recipe to bring you the results. Once you see it like this, the so-called magic of the web becomes a lot less mysterious and a whole lot more logical. So that leads us right into our next big idea, artificial intelligence, or AI. Now, when you hear AI, forget about the science fiction movies and all the talking robots. For our purposes, I want you to just think of AI as a very clever and helpful assistant, one that's designed to make your life easier and safer. To put it simply, AI is technology that's been trained to spot patterns and help out with tasks. It can understand what you say, notice if something is unusual, or even help translate a conversation. It's not here to take over. It's a powerful tool that is designed from the ground up to support you. And here's where it gets really, really practical. Finding the tiny keyboard on a phone frustrating? I get it. Just tell your phone who to text and what to say. A little hard of hearing sometimes? There are apps that will literally write out what the person on the other end of the phone is saying in real time. And a smartwatch? My goodness, it can provide incredible peace of mind by detecting a fall and then calling for help automatically. These aren't things from the future. They are real tools that you can use today. And sometimes beyond all the practical uses, this technology can be genuinely magical. It's so easy to lose sight of how amazing this all is. But just think about it for a second. You can type in an old address and in an instant see the street you grew up on, right there on your screen. You can have a video call with a loved one across the country and see their face as if they were right there in the room with you. Those are the wow moments that make this whole journey so rewarding. So, embracing technology, it isn't really about keeping up with the changing world. It's about opening new doors for yourself. Doors to connection, to safety, and to moments of pure wonder. It puts you in the driver's seat. So the only question left really is, where do you want to go first?